There's the age-old question, what is love? There is love for parents, friends, pizza, but the idea of romantic love has always been complex for humans. For many people, their ultimate goal is to find love with a happy ever after. But looking back on the history of humans, the story gets a lot more rigid and distorted. The idea of polygamy is the practice of having more than one sexual romantic partner at a time. Polygamy is very common in the animal world. Only 3 to 5% of mammals, including humans, form lifelong monogamous bonds. However, the idea of marriage and love is a recent concept compared to the history of the human species.
Oh my god.
What is your relationship status?
I'm single.
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 Single. Single. I am single and ready to mingle.
It's complicated.
It's single / it's complicated / I'm really single.
It's complicated.
We're in a relationship. 2.5 years.
Taken.
Together in a relationship.
2 years.
Well,
2 years.
So, why does polygamy exist? And were humans designed to be polygamous animals? We all know the human evolutionary story. We are most closely related to the chimps and bonobos. Chimpanzees share over 98% of their genes with humans. Chimps and bonobos are polygamous along with most animals in the animal kingdom because it makes the most evolutionary sense. Males have unlimited sperm, while females only have 1 egg a month. Men try to spread their seeds as most as possible, and females take in sperm of multiple men that compete with each other. This is survival of the fittest of sperm. The shape of the male penis head is shaped to create a vacuum in the female's reproductive tracts that pulls the sperm that is already there away from the ovum, giving their own sperm an advantage. Body size dimorphism. In species that are more promiscuous, males tend to be 15 to 25% larger than females. Species in which largest and strongest males monopolize groups of females are said to be polygamous. The amount of sperm produced increases with the size of the testes. Males engage in sperm competition, where those able to produce the largest quantities of sperm are most likely to inseminate a female and pass on their genes. Human testes are 4 times larger in volume than gorillas, relative to body size, but only a third of the size of the chimpanzees. The human species have existed for over 300,000 years. For over 90% of that time, we lived as hunter-gatherers. They shared everything, including sexual partners. Once we hit the agricultural revolution, humans stopped being hunter-gatherers when we figured out how to farm. As civilization grew, concerns with status and property rights followed. Marriage was created as a law that became an enforced social norm in order for individuals and families to increase land, labor force, and create treaties.
Would you say you're the jealous type?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Why do you get
100%.
jealous?
It's mine. And no one else touches.
No, I don't get jealous. Not really.
You don't get jealous? Why?
Because there's no point in getting jealous. That's just like extra emotion that you don't need.
No.
You don't get jealous?
Like, kind of, but not really. I'm not jealous. I feel like everyone can. Nah, I'm not the jealous type.
Yeah, I'm extremely jealous.
Why do you get jealous?
I don't know. I just don't like nobody by my girl. I don't want nobody talking to her and nobody by her.
In The Puzzle of Monogamous Marriage by J. Henrich, R. Boyd, and P. Richerson, they argue that normative monogamy reduces intra-household conflict, increases relatedness within household, greater parental investment, and lower rates of child neglect. Allocations of household resources to another wife's children means fewer resources for one's own children. Since co-wives are generally unrelated to each other and to each other's offsprings, this will lead to more hostility and jealousy in abuse, neglect, and homicide of children. Let's say there are 40 individuals, 20 males, 20 females. The 20 males vary in employment. The top 12 men with the highest status will marry at least one woman. The top 5% will take a second wife. The top 2% will take a third wife, and the top guy will take a fourth. This will result in a pool of single men that will discount in the future and involve in risky behavior. Relationships vary in culture. In Barrio, Venezuela, every man who sleeps with a woman while she's pregnant is considered the father of the child and helps provide for it. Kids with exactly 2 fathers are more likely to survive past age 15 than kids with either 1 or 3 or more. There are changing attitudes with polygamy and relationships with the digital revolution and new generation, embracing the idea of free sex with the use of Tinder and the college hookup culture.
What is your opinion about the college hookup culture right now?
I mean, as long as you're safe, do what you gotta do. Feel me?
I don't know, have a good time. Find some females.
Females, multiple girls?
I think it's kind of, I don't know. I feel like people are really carefree.
I'm saying from what I heard, dudes be catching a lot of bodies in college. Like, that's just what.
Like, I feel like being single is more fun.
Why is that?
Because, like, you're not attached to anyone. And, like, you literally can do whatever you want and you don't feel obligated or guilty if you do something.
Because, like, if you're going all the way with someone, that means, like, you're, like, connecting with someone on, like, a deeper level. And, like, doing that with someone, like, it's just not something, like, with someone random.
So the lesson is when it comes to doing policy, you should make sure there's real science behind your policy and not make any assumptions about the mindlessness or the senselessness of traditional practices. There could be wisdom embedded in church, but it doesn't in any way stop us from making serious social changes.
Okay, so do you believe in love?
Yes.
So what exactly is love?
I
So do you believe in love?
Oh, yeah, 300%.
I don't know what love is, but I mean, with her, it was just, I don't know. It's just like a feeling that I just didn't give another girl, you know what I'm saying?
What's your opinion about love?
Love? It's the best and worst thing you could ever have. It's the best because you never feel as happy, and it's the worst because you never feel as sad.
My idea of love is somebody being everything for you and you're everything for that person.
It's definitely innate, just for the fact that, like, if you look even back then, like, there was always, like, some form of, like, a relationship, whether or not it was, like, exactly love. There was always, like, a gravitational pull towards 2 people.
No, I just. Aw, cute.
Aww.